President Tayali, good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Yes. Mr. Chilufya Tayali. Okay. Anyway, just to contribute. First of all, I agree with you that it's about the law, President Tayali. Whether Shan is about the law. And I think I saw you with a picture of the late Bishop Dennis Jong.
Yes.
Yes, but Jong, Baranjira Kwabantu, Baranja Kupavala, he was even criticizing the government.
Yes.
Apart from what Jong, when Banda became a bishop, Bishop Alick Banda, by then he was the bishop of Sorority Diocese. The day of his installation as a bishop of Sorority Diocese, the late President Mwanawasa, may he rest in peace, he attended his installation. And by then also Alick Banda criticized the MMD in presence of Mwanawasa. The Bishop of Lusaka Emeritus. He was criticizing the PF day and night, and he was attending the function of the UPND. The record is there and the videos are there. And we have, apart from the UPND, we have seen Alick Banda and other priests, even Baba Frank Wadia, by the time he was active in the ministry, he was criticizing the MMD. I think you have, my brother, you have been in the seminary before, and you know the teaching of the church to say, church watwala soti wature fi amshuwa mpatilite pshatu showunga obufunishe kwisi. Yes.
Get to the point.
Okay, so upon the land of anyway, we saw the issue about this one former Commissioner General of the Wicket a long time ago. But I'm wondering why the UPND and President Dr. they didn't summon immediately Bishop Alick Banda. For me, what I'll say, this issue is political. And for me, it's a long timing for the UPND. We are in 2026. We are remaining with 6 months to the polls. This is the time where UPND to bring peace among the churches. Ukuleta pamwama kreji, not in about Mwambukula Tonsana like Shanmo. I think for me it's a long time at this particular time, it's a long time. This is not the time for the UPND to waste this time, but it's a time to organize this thing. Because I appreciate you, President Tayali. You are one of the people who have been preaching to unite the country. So this is the time I think the UPND would have used it. Change pamo. No, because you want to remain in power to bring those things in.
My brother,
if you pay attention
my brother. I'll be very straight with you. You are being biased.
Yeah.
Why am I saying you are being biased?
Okay.
You have mentioned people that were, criticizing government before. I have labored in this program to explain that Archbishop Dr. Alick Banda has been politically biased and quite emotive, using strong language. Okay? That is very clear. And I wish you would defend him on that. Archbishop Alick Banda, my issue is that he has aligned himself to the opposition, especially the Patriotic Front. All these other people, all these other people that have been talking, especially when you mention my bishop, De Jong, it was not about the political party. It was not about the leader. It was about causes. It was about causes. They were defending causes. They were advocating for the voice of the voiceless. But Archbishop Alick Banda, it has been a confrontation directly on Hakainde Hichilema and his leadership. A general view, discrediting his government and using very strong language. You are talking about, no, the UPND must be uniting. Who should have that primary responsibility? Who has that primary responsibility before Hakainde Hichilema and the Dijong and the Archbishop Alick Banda? I think Archbishop Alick Banda is the one that should be in the forefront. But like in the instances that I've pointed to, particularly the issue of Edgar Lungu, has Archbishop Dr. Alick Banda been uniting the country? There is an impasse. There is an impasse. And he goes to South Africa to go and celebrate so that they bury. I mean, is that the way you preach unity? Saying the president, to say the presidency is playing with fire. Is that preaching unity? This year is a year of elections. This year is a year of elections. And Archbishop Dr. Alick Banda has clearly shown that he wants to campaign against the UPND. How do you expect the UPND to react?
Okay, President, no, now, so does it mean since Alick Banda, we have never seen him in any political regard, so we cannot accuse him.
Okay, my brother, bye, Rigadia. Hello? I'm not saying he's a political party participant. I'm saying politically biased. Hello?
Good evening, Mr. Tayali.
Good evening.
Okay, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to contribute on the program again. It's always a pleasure to be part of this program. Yeah, so my contribution this evening is on the behavior of the Archbishop, as well as the behavior of the party members, that is PF. So I will start by commenting on the behavior of the PF leaders and some of the members. This political party called PF, I think, started crumbling after the death of our President Sata, the founder.
Yes.
After Sata died, I think it attracted a lot of criminals, and it's the reason why we saw a lot of things going wrong in this political party. So people became so comfortable committing crime during Lungu's regime. And I feel it's the reason why most of them are still bitter, because they were very comfortable that time. Okay? So, and the other people, some of us who had an opportunity to see some of these people who were joining PF, some of them started joining at the time the boat was sinking. So these people had just started eating, and that's when everything went wrong. It's the reason why they are so bitter up to now, because some of them who were actually supplying in the air, they were still expecting their money. They had not yet received their money for supplying in the air. And we know them, and we have seen how bitter they are about this current government. They are so uncomfortable to exist in this current regime, because it's a government of laws.
I am waiting.
So they are not,
my sister,
not comfortable.
My sister, I'm waiting to see how you are bringing my Archbishop in your points. I would like to hear that.
Yes. So now I'm coming to the point of the Archbishop. The conduct of the Archbishop Alick Banda is really not good, and it's not representing the church very well. More especially the Catholic. The way he's conducting himself is really disheartening, and it's not inspiring to the non-Christians. This now explains why the Lungu family are behaving in the way they are behaving, because the man does not preach love. He does not preach forgiveness. He does not preach peace. So it's the reason why the Lungu family are actually behaving in the same manner Archbishop is behaving. It's really, really disheartening. And we need to be very, very careful with some of these church leaders with the way they are conducting themselves. They are not really inspiring, like to the crowd, you know. These are the people we need to be looking up to. But the conduct of the Archbishop is really, really disheartening, to say the least.
Thank you, my sister.
Yeah,
thank you.
So that is what I wanted to contribute, and thank you so much for explaining to us and everything that you are doing.
Thank you. Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello, Mr. Tayali.
Yes, please.
Yes, thank you so much, my brother. I will go straight to the point.
Yeah.
Because I've listened to your discussion very well.
Yeah.
Yes. You see, I am Catholic myself, and I am very disappointed with the behavior of the Archbishop, because from the time the Patriotic Front gained their political power in Zambia, I think the Archbishop has driven the Catholic Church to one side, and he did not even care how some of his members who are not Patriotic Front would feel. So this is the man that we look up to as the holder of the Catholic Church in our country. And I was very disappointed with the development of his behavior towards the former president. We do not credit friendship. It was okay for him to be friends with a head of state, but it is very wrong for him to come out openly in the country to show us his political side, because as a man that we look up to as a church, we are in total disappointment. And I'm talking like this because I feel pained, because I know the Catholic faith and I know the church that I have been worshiping in. So it is very, very disappointing. And what I want to say about this case is that when you look at how openly he came out to discredit the president Hakainde Hichilema and his government, because his statements are there on social media and do not even need to look somewhere else. As a Zambian, I think we should be a people who do not run away from the truth. No matter how much we run away from it, it has a way of turning tables down to bring us together. This priest, the Archbishop, was the man that personally as Catholic I expected to stand in between to bring reconciliation in our country between those that left power and these that are in power now. But to my surprise, the Archbishop is always one-sided in every statement that he has spoken. And this sermon does not come up as a surprise to me as a citizen of Zambia, number one. Second, it does not come as a surprise. So he's in position of vehicles that are evidence of proceed of crime. So it is not wrong for him to go and be answerable. Number one, because he has to go and explain how he acquired what he has. Because when his ZRA donate, they donate to individuals. They donate to an organization or society. But now in this case, he is in possession of properties that were supposed to be donated to as an association, not an individual. So I think it is wrong for the SP president, Frederick Mete, to come up and ask the Catholics to go and escort the Archbishop as answer his sermon. I think that's okay, because the sermon does not call the Catholics it calls an individual Alick Banda because of what he has done. As an individual, even when Jesus Christ comes, we are not going to be answerable on other people's behalf.
Thank you, my brother. Let me, please, my brother, wind up. Wind up. Let me. I want to accommodate more cause.
This is my last point, President Tayali. No one is above the law. When there is a proceed of crime, as a country, we should see to it that it is cleared. And if we want the government to fight corruption, we should not bring politics when it is not due or where it is not due. Let the law take its course. If the Archbishop has properties that are proceed of crime, let him answer as an individual. Personally, as a Catholic, I am disappointed, and I am not going to go follow this man to where he has to answer his own crime. I thank you, Mr. Tayali.
Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Yes, Bonatayali.
Yes, sir.
Good evening, Bonatayali. Yes, thank you. My cousin, I think you are another computer just like HH. I don't have a lot to say, but just to encourage you that you help the upcoming politicians in this country. There is a vacuum here, as to say to so. There is a very big vacuum, Mr. Tayali, that we need such courageous people like yourself. You see, you are a Catholic, but what you have said, Bwana Tayali, today is the truth and nothing but the truth. And you see, there is a Catholic, they are encouraging people to go against the government, forgetting that a lot of these mothers who go to Catholic, they have got children who are on free education, on bursaries 100%. So how would one think otherwise and go against someone who is feeding the children? So they are forgetting that, you see? So, thank you very much, Bwana Tayali.
Thank you, my brother. Thank
for
you.
The word.
Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good evening.
Yes, good evening, Mr. Tayali. This is Chenda from Angola.
Please go ahead.
All right, yeah. I just want to cite one example in the past. I'm not very sure about the years, but I remember during the time that Mwanawasa was fighting corruption and Chilufya was being investigated. I remember the time when Regina, the late, former wife, I think before they married, she got some television set which came from State House.
Yeah.
She was investigated and prosecuted because of that.
Yeah.
How different is that from the Archbishop's case?
And by the way, taking something from you, in Malawi recently, one of the presidential aides was arrested and is actually in court because of his alleged getting dogs. Dogs. He's in court.
I don't know what is strange about that. The Archbishop is the one who was supposed to do due diligence before he received that gift.
And putting it in his name.
Recently there was a donation that the president wanted to make to the Catholic Church. He refused and he said he should not be receiving donations, while he himself received a dubious car. Let's not play double standard.
No, actually, I think that one was not the Archbishop of...
Well, on Monday, I don't know which day is going there. Let him go and justify how he got that. And then the rest, the law will decide.
Yeah. No, thank you, my brother. Thank you. Hello? Hello? Yes, yes. Okay.
Opposition chobale chitata kwabo ushakwalire funde bashikirira ndati kwa mtu uyu mukalamba wa chilonganyo nangu atulefunde takuri kumwita ku police and court ili funde takwava iyo nangu fyapano eva Archbishop Banda inateti mbaso kenga bale upano kuteko kwa PF bwali fumapo nga bali konkenye poko bomba n'obuteko ubwayisapo kubafefeya noti kulanguka kwati baleta pota ko fimo mutabafitemenwa awe wantu wena pali opo bali ba Archbishop bali ng'omusyashi wabo nse umusyashi wabo nse afira okulakula n'okuleta ekibote pakati k'abaana bafe bomba bene ba Bishop wesu bamuleka kwati baba mu politics kwati bakadda bakironganyino kya PF anditeko kifiri okubefyo kuntungurusya kirunganyo ky'amapepo yakwalesa nawe tafatta kifiri okubefyo bena bafuire nangu pali ama issues belaita pa social media ba Bishop wesu tibapanga appointment bayamona na kateka balandye kiri kumukino kyapwira na kulya kuli abantu ba opposition kyeso mulekita muleturanga fyo okweba timwe mkeza mukutesya iligo pantu mulesiminishe iligo uko tikitwalirire obuteko bwirala ndapasi kitikekivi nawe teko kifiri okubeshi bashikia wesu bombe n'umutende na totera
chisimo mko yana totera hello
I'm getting. Bye bye. Hello.
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 How are you?
I'm fine. Precious, how are you?
I'm not okay. Yeah, you know, I'm not happy every time when you talk about this issue of Archbishop Banda, like maybe it's political. But Bishop Banda is not political. As you know that even in time of Balungu, that time when Baka in the Shema, he was arrested. But Bishop Banda, he's the one who went there to talk to Balungu, and Baka in the Shema, he was released. So why should Baka in the Shema see that Bishop Banda today as his enemy? Let's face reality here. But Bishop Banda is a man who don't want to hide, is a person who don't want to pretend. In fact, he is a concerned citizen. So now when you were saying that you have seen Archbishop Banda is always siding the opposition, he greets the... So you want him to hate all the opposition leaders? You want him not to be greeting them? The truth is, Baka Ndechema is the one who is not good. Baka Ndechema is fighting everyone who is telling him the truth, and he wants to be punishing innocent people, which is not right. Baka Ndechema, if he was a good person, he was supposed to know that all the bishops, they've got the right to be blessed by any leader in government. So why should they start now finding fault in him just because it was Balungu who was in power that time when the Archbishop was recognized? What is the meaning of that? But if you love this government, you were supposed to encourage and advise Baamka Ndechirema to tell him that this is the time he's supposed to make peace and unity. That man is the president of this nation. Is a father to each and everyone. Now, if he can now stand and start fighting the people who was there for him before he became the president, even in God in heaven, he cannot be happy with him. This is why you see sometimes you think like, myself, I hate this government. I don't hate this government, but I hate what is happening in their government. Baka Ndechirema, the time when he was in power.
Precious,
was in power. No?
Precious, if you can wind up so that I can take other calls.
No, let me finish. I need to tell you, Mr. Tayali. I need to finish so that you can understand.
Yeah, so finish you so that I take other calls.
I have to tell the truth, Batayali.
Okay.
Baka Ndechirema is protecting the criminals, but he wants to be punishing innocent people. Why is it up to now? He's failing to instruct officers to do what is right, to arrest those who was gassing. He keeps on saying that it was MAPF. But why is he not concerned on the criminals who was gassing innocent Zambians? But he went ahead and signed for the bill that he told the nation that it's a poison. It is him who was all over social media telling the people that
be with a poison. So because like Bishop Banda, he condemned that, that's why you want to hate him. No. We should learn to tell the truth, Mr. Tayali. If you want God to open doors for you, start telling the truth.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you. Hello? 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 Hello?
Brother, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, if you remember last time what I said. Last time I said that the hatred was coming from church. Instead of the church to help to bring peace, the unit, love to the nation, it tended to be the one which was now creating hatred amongst the Zambians. I'm not speaking because I support HH or because I'm UPND, but on a fair ground. The church shouldn't be involving itself into politics. So, this is very unfortunate. We never thought that such thing can happen in our country, Zambia, the so-called Christian nation. Now, this has been allowed to happen, and it's a huge embarrassment to our neighbors and the world at large. This Dr. Bishop Alick Banda could have avoided this, but he has been so strong in supporting the opposition and condemning the ruling party. That qualified him to be now a political opponent. So, the man should not cry foul today. Let him just go and face the law, because in this nation, no one is above the law. We are all below the law. So, we say that, my brother, keep on doing good. We love you, we pray for you, and God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. You see, you see, like somebody has said, it's an embarrassment. Anyway, let me just. Hello? 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 You know, in my view, I would strongly advise that, you know, we humble ourselves. We humble ourselves, particularly, you know, the Archbishop. We humble ourselves and take this matter cautiously. Otherwise, it will be very embarrassing to have an Archbishop appearing at the magistrate. Hello?
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 Boss, mo awumbashan.
I'm Kaima Wombe.
Awana na tukanjibi mbepo paila shiri kamucha wechesu.
Mkwa.
Chuo ningalanda poine chakwewo kwewa ti number 1. Ifunde tara panjirwa abalanda. Ifunde tara panjirwa abalanda. Ifunde tara panjirwa omuntu wonse. Ba bishop bakwebaya in his capacity as a Zambian citizen, not as a church. Ero ngachari chako bati fwewa mokwe bashya ku church, it will be very difficult to come ku church ngato amwana intungu shafirongani no church tabiyo in such a way that Kawesta encourage go bashya ku church ukambuka ku church. When you receive something, for example, if I said Wapoka which is suspected to be a process of crime, you are actually also an accomplice. So chili papa kuya fino kuya suka ukunkwa interview for itenda chapwa elo wambia wabalelanda tukeme wonse tukaye mkushindika wa bishop inene mulanda kana pango mulandu mushoba Fred baralonda ati na tumushindike oyo mukukatuyere tetumwe foranda kukoti ba politician wonfya issue ya ba bishop even ni political mileage bakwirese wa mkwa kubantu baranda manifesto elo church ni president wa number 7 mucharo cheso amafunde ali yasanga church noko yasha istanga afiko yakafumapo mu 2031 akayasha pakeso omuntu umbi tukakunkanya poko onfe bafunde yamoyene nota balanda nga babeta ku coach bena baya abawakankana nga babeta ati munshindike ishileya church. The issue is about an individual to go and attend that interview. If Kakonkapo, it should be treated as an individual, personal capacity, not as a church. So it will be very difficult for some of us to share church, okay, in conclusion, Yesu Christu shakwete sambi no mulando ali mwitire kuri Herod na Farao bamuluburisha wati mo muntu no mulopane nkande afitenge ingwe.
Yo na tote
basta attend the interview chapwa if ya konkaponga wabasanga ati kuri charge, he has to be charged, go to court, prove himself innocent. Chapwa for life if we are in the emafunde ya charo law of law. No one is above the law.
Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, am I through to the program at
Yes, you are through.
Okay. This is Venon Thierry from Bwanamkuba constituency, Ndola, Kanonga Brain Center. Hello?
Yes, yes.
Mr. Tayali. Kutika kuli program yenu, ndini konka mosana. If you see these people that are calling, praising you, if you scrutinize them properly, you hear that nyawa bantu abali against him. Bishop Banda stood firmly defending Akainde Ichilema, President Akainde Ichilema, time President Mali prison. Papa, it is the opposite way. We can see that the church is not partisan. The church defends the truth. Again, what are we not put against what you are supporting? Murevala mwaumfero mwaputura. Na chinyomvo mwachita kuli barabara ndia watiranda pale. Murevala mwaumfero mwaputura. Chibi ocho wale chita ba government abalero. They are supposed to, we are not saying they are not respecting the bishop, they are, but they would have called him secretly. Those people they communicate with, ngaba itumilele amafoni balanshanya. Not if you baleta pamwera ukusebanya kwatu balefo ukusebanya olukuta, no.
My brother, let's engage. My brother, ina abantu ukunjarukira abantu kale bambo kunjarukira lelo bansupporta banjarukira. So whatever wafia, it's the nature of politics. Efo ya politics. Now let's engage on the Archbishop. A number of people have spoken about, he stood firm to defend Hakainde Ichilema. I don't remember Archbishop Alick Banda issuing a statement in as far as Hakainde Ichilema is concerned at that time. Let me tell you the facts behind that. The one who was in front defending Hakainde Hichilema, it was Archbishop Mpundu. Teres from Mpundu was the Archbishop at that point, and is the one that was really speaking out and even going to Mukoveko. It is in he chose others to go with him. It was not really to say that Alick Banda was strongly. Yes, he was part of the 3 bishops that went to see Hakainde Hichilema in jail. But then, if you talk about his criticism, let me finish. If you talk about his criticism during the time of PF, give me a statement which was issued by Alick Banda criticizing Edgar Lungu in the same way that is criticizing Hakainde Hichilema during the time of PF. Okay. Tell me a time when Alick Banda issued a statement against Edgar Lungu, criticizing him, calling him, you are playing with fire. This government has become rogue. Tell me.
Okay, let me just come. Let me just come in, Tayali. I'm glad that I'm speaking to a Catholic who has been to a seminary before.
Respond to my issues. Forget about my Catholicism. Respond to my issues.
Now, what I have to tell you, Tayali, a statement issued by a bishop represents the Catholics. That's what we believe in the canon law.
Okay.
If the statement has been issued by the Pope,
look,
it represents the Catholics.
Listen. No. I don't. Listen. Don't lecture me on those. Don't lecture me. I'm telling you. Give me a statement. Remind me of a statement which was issued as strongly as he has been issuing. Give me a statement. Give me a statement. Give me a statement. I'm talking about political bias. So show me that Alick Banda is not biased. Show me.
Because of what?
Let's talk about the issues. And therefore, give me a statement. I didn't cut his line. He cut his line. Hello? Hello? Yes.
Matayali.
Yes.
Since sometimes if you find a manga chocolate natuma, Ndemyeva, kona kalimokati ndemi kalipira. Abantu bambyaba. I don't know where they lose the memory. They lose it from. Ungo chogo to akwata. Ungo fulisheba kalama. Anyway, ungo still on the line. Sachilafa no kutuma. But that man who has called, who is trying even to lecture you, to say, okay, no, we'll have to have and whatever. Akapanga platform yako. Na tukulisha. Tatulefa ko ubufi. Eno muntu alelondolola pachinto. Each are first. You know what I do first thing first, but even for me to come on the platform. There's a first leaking. I did the story, now and what is behind the story. Even when you comment, contradict, maybe you are contradicting yourself. I can be able to convince you to tell you what there is this, there is there. I think this is what we are supposed to do as Zambians. We are helping each other. The point is, you brought this topic. It's not you talking. It's not you talking. This story is in the public domain. Number one, he's there. It's because of the same issues of the vehicles. That's the point number one. Point number two. Mushe wa Alick Banda. Wali kwatama powers air kwata ile oti saina president as him. No. Let us divide and separate these matters. We want to acquire. If I can tell you to be specific, me, Mpepela pa St. Matthias Mugomba, Maripeshwaka, Yuka Farmer Road. We are all Catholics here. But are we going to say that just because Batari were Catholic, it's because because you're speaking for me, then in Amarufianya, then I fall in your line because you are Catholic? Let us not contradict issues here. The issue here is same issues of vehicles. It's not haka in the Chilema. And if you heard the statement from Uaputeki, without knowing, that person, what do you call them? What do you call them? What's the best way? And we don't, like the way the other person said, Amariwaj, you have to pick Amariwaj. You, as an archbishop, no, we say you only as an archbishop, what is suspicious. Is it right for you just to receive it? It should be suspicious. And we are calling him for him to come and give us the first-hand information. What happened? This was in a question mark.
Please wind up. Please wind up so that I can pick other callers.
Thank you very much. For mine, I'm just helping you and even to help other people to understand this matter. Otherwise, the party contradiction will say this issue is clear and straightforward. Thank you very much.
Hello? Hello?
Mr. Tayali, good evening.
Good evening.
Okay. Yeah. I think let's not make issues here. As Alick Banda, it's not being positive. Either hitting someone because he has been criticizing government. From the Archbishop Banda, he has every right, constitutionally or otherwise, to criticize the government. But then, those are not the issues that is being summoned for. The issues that we are taught, even I think the Director General of DEC, I think he had a briefing. It is in connection with the vehicles. So we should, in fact, Mr. Tayali, we should not even waste time to start discussing other issues that I think are just a fiction of people's nation. Because I think the DEC director was very clear, was very categorical over the issues that I think they are summoning for. Yeah. Then secondly, I think we also have an opposition. I think that has no direction. What do I think? It's like whenever they hear the civil society saying this, they want also to jump. They hear, oh, the bishop who has been caught, they want to jump on that. So they have no agenda, they have no direction, and they want to find the relevance to everything. So which is, I mean, there are a lot of things that the opposition by now can be articulating, the things that probably this government is struggling to do, other than wanting to find relevance in non-issues like this one. So let Bishop Banda go and answer to the charges that are leveled against him. And if it's cleared, all of us, we are going to be happy that, no, I think the man of color is a man of integrity. He never benefited in an illicit way. So where is the fuss about this? I don't understand it. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good evening.
Evening, boss. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Yes, nenzo konka pamene mwayamba fika pali manja apa. I think chikulu chabe boss president musafuna kuti vantu vonse vakukondeni pamene mukamba chilungamo. Watimo Jesus Christ vantu vanamukana Yesu Kristo, but anai kuvapolesa, anai kuchita miracles. So the point is, what you are saying is just correct 100%. The bishop, nenima yakon kama issues ya bishop wa Alick Banda, yamankala political. So the bishop is a politician. And then he said, Catholic. It was better kubachosa Alick Banda. Alick Banda want to be a politician. He's a politician. He's helping politicians because how come when Alfred Membe is also mentioning to say we are going to escort him? Why? Mu leadership yao ni pamene wakambasa. So he's a politician and then he has to be ready to face some consequences. HH is a politician. Moreover, the bishop, he was supposed to pray for this country. He was supposed to pray for the peace and the love. But he's working against as if he is a politician. So he will be ready to face some consequences. As I was facing some consequences because he has chosen to be a politician. So I think in India, you're 100%, and we are following you. Even Makola Ziwambidi, they are seconding to say, him has to go. Let him go and be answerable. So thank you so much, President and
Zikom. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Hello, good evening, Mr. Tayali.
Good evening.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
All right. Yes, a quick one. I just wanted to comment on the cause by the socialist president and the citizen first president who are calling on the masses to escort the Archbishop on Monday to the deck offices. I think the cause they are uncalled for. The Ama cause, when a person is summoned, let the Archbishop go there as a person and not as an institution. I've seen a lot of people commenting to think it's an attack on the church, but when the Archbishop was receiving the gift, he did not disclose that the church had received. So I feel
he even put it in his name.
Uncalled for.
He even put it in his name.
To come and devote the church to God. The church must be innocent, and this is not an attack. And this is not the harassment as some people are calling it. Let the law take its course, just like our former head of state, Mr. Manawasa, used to say, the long hand of the law will catch up with anyone who is at fault. So if the...
Oh, sorry, lost that. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello, President Tayali.
Yes, please.
Yes, I'd like to contribute on this issue.
Yes, please.
Yeah, so I think my point of view would be most of the people that are calling to contribute, those more especially criticizing DEC, they do not have any data. DEC sits on a lot of information than these who are contributing, just criticizing. For record's sake, when Alick Banda was found with that vehicle, he surrendered it. So DC are not saying that he stole the vehicle. DC are saying that vehicle is among some of the vehicles that were illegally obtained or illegally, given out. That is the point there. DEC is just an investigating wing. It is not a court, and they've not arrested Dr. Banda. So the summon is just like any other, summon to any citizen for the sake of, DEC gathering information that they need around that same issue. I don't know why people are so apprehensive. Secondly, these political leaders that want to accompany, my advice would be, when political leaders move, they move with cadres. We saw what happened when the current president was summoned to go to, is it police headquarters? You saw, what happened there. Some reactions and people lost their lives. So, you don't necessarily control cadres. Cloudy, others are excited, the others are drunk. When they are in that same group, you can be infiltrated by those that just want to cause problems. Now, this is an election year. Imagine you are working with Dr. Alick Banda to DEC. The cadres that are also accompanying you, others are drunk. In the process, there's the confusion, maybe other, public, other members of the public are caught in that crossfire of that confusion, and something happened. You, the political leaders in that, will be the first to be, summoned or arrested. And this is an election year. If you go in now, you must be rest assured that you will not come out until after election.
Then you start see that. Then you start complaining to say, no, the government is silencing the opposition.
No. Alick Banda has been summoned alone. On that summons is showing his name alone. Even the white book that the Director General mentioned there, here is the, and it does not say the Catholic Church. No, it is in the name of Alick Banda. And it's not showing Bishop, it's saying Alick Banda. Those are the names on the white book. So we are just calling him so that he can give us the side of his story.
Yeah. Thank you, my brother.
So what is the matter there? Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello? Hello?
Wasikia chunguro mkwai.
Mkwai. Shani bani. Hello? Hello? Ayaptuka. Call again. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello, listen.
Mkwai, Shani.
Bueno. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
Thank you. I just wanted to say something. I think there's a caller who mentioned that this case has been going on for a long time, and why is the government bringing it up? I think the fact that it's been going on for a long time, and Archbishop knew that this thing was brewing, I think he should have taken the initiative to say that this thing will spiral out of control. It's the same thing that and the item that you bought. If they're saying that we are recalling Toyotas, you take an interest in that which Toyota to say, maybe Toyota that I'm driving is amongst the recalls. And you are going to take that initiative to be able to go there. So the fact that this case has been going on, and it was well publicized that there were a number of vehicles, I think the very fact that it was even mentioned that his vehicle was one of the, because now it's allegedly two, I think he should have gone there to say that, I don't know whether they form part of the investigations or not. But if they do form part of the investigations, this is how I obtained this thing. Because everybody's talking about, making comparisons about how the church has been behaving over a period of time. But this is not the question that is on the spotlight today. The question that is on the spotlight today is that somebody is in possession of items that are stolen items. And by law, if you are in possession of items that are stolen, you are supposed to be called. There is one way where the question can go further to say that, were you knowledgeable of the fact that these items were stolen or were not stolen? If they were knowledgeable, there's a provision for the law enforcement to be able to exercise discretion to say to what extent did you know or did you not know, and further steps can be taken. But as it is right now, it is not disputed that those vehicles have been deemed as stolen. And it's unfortunate that I think one of the reasons why everybody is saying that Vako a little bit politically compromised is that it seems that he wants to take advantage of certain situations to get people to rally behind them in opposition to the government. You know, just like in this case is now becoming an issue of the government versus the Archbishop, which is not really the case. The questions still beg to be answered. How did those vehicles find themselves in his name and in his possession? And he should be able to elaborate that. If he didn't want this thing to go further, he should have taken initiative. And I think as a nation, we need to give this man, Hakainde and the UPND government, the respect that they deserve. We can't expect them, but you want to be the one to be approached. You know, I think we have to be a little bit above board and begin to, to just take ownership and responsibility over these things. That is my contribution.
Thank you very much, my sister. Thank you. And, like the last caller has said, I actually spoke about this. The Archbishop would have been more proactive. He should have been more proactive, to come out even in the public and explain. But he has been quiet. Why has he been quiet? Hello?
Hello, Bwana Tayali, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, how are things?
Good.
All right, okay. Do you know that there is this information now that has been to say that the bishop was poisoned? Are you aware the call has just come from Vatican to say that the bishop was poisoned? He went to Vatican and they removed that poison.
You have where have you gotten that?
I'm telling you all the people.
Don't use my platform. Where have you gotten that message that the Vatican said? Nakana, don't use my platform to peddle lies here. Which Vatican?
No,
who issued the statement? Who issued the statement from Vatican? I'm asking you, who issued the statement from Vatican?
The bishop, one of the fathers from Vatican code just now for a few minutes.
Whichever father said, tell him to hell. To hell. Come on, don't even bring Vatican in this nonsense. Come on, Allah. I'm not going to allow you by. You want to bring in Vatican? Vatican. You think Vatican comes in this to my petty issues? He was poisoned. They removed poison from Vatican. When? Don't use my platform to peddle lies. Imagine this guy. He was poisoned. Poisoned by who? And Vatican issuing a statement. Nonsense. You people. Some of the excuses you come up. Vatican.
Hello, Mr. Tayali. How are you this morning?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. I missed a lot of your discussion this morning, but all I want to say that the Archbishop Alick Banda is not above the law. Like any other citizen, he should cooperate fully with the relevant authorities, the ACC or the DEC, whoever they are, and allow due process to take its course. This matter raises serious questions about transparency and accountability. And if the vehicle was truly intended for the church, why was it registered in an individual's name?
Yes.
This alone, to me, right, it creates concerns and also undermines the public trust of the Catholic Church. So it would be important to hear what guidance or action is being taken by the apostolic nuncio. What is the nuncio saying about this, given that he has a role to play in the church as an oversight and governance, you know? So silence, to me, only fuels speculations. So the religious leaders must remain above partisan politics. He's too political. He should avoid conflict. You know, if he wants to avoid conflict, he should just stay put. So accountability for me and transparency and equal application of the law are essential for the public confidence. So regardless of position or influence, the bishop must go and answer to those issues that are at the ACC and DEC. I'm actually worried. Why does the bishop think he's the only religious leader in Zambia who we have to listen to? This man is quite political. To me, if you ask me very well, it's too much. It's all about the bishop all the time. I think he should just resign and go and become political. Those would be my words. Bishop Alick Banda, resign and go and join the PF, since they're the people that you align yourself with. Thank you, Mr. Tayali.
Thank you. Thank you. Straight to the point, indeed. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Tayali.
Yes,
Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, this is Moses Tatya, calling you from Osaka.
Yes, yes.
Yes, you know, Mr. Tayali, whereby previous is being very explicit, no one is above the law. Moreover, Jesus Christ, he was a politician. And Jesus didn't refuse to be questioned by the government. And Jesus Christ, he proven that he was clean. Despite the attacking of the government, because Jesus Christ, he was representing the government of heaven. And the Pharisees, they were representing the government of here on earth. So, whereby to Mr. Banda, let him be questioned. If he's guilty, let justice prevail. We should not be hiding in a form of being the preacher. No. We are stealing if he's still. If he's guilty, let him be what? The law face him. If he is not guilty, he will be free. So now once our tonganya to protest, is just to provoke the police. You see? So let justice prevail despite. Remember, the Bible says that righteousness and justice is the foundation of God's kingdom, according to the book of Psalms. So let justice prevail to each and everyone. As long as you are a Zambian, once you steal, let the law face you. Because there was speculating information, the Pope was summoned Vatican to be questioned.
I don't want speculations. I'm avoiding speculations. I don't want speculations. Me, I like to, speak about real issues, not speculations. Hello? 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 I want to avoid as much as possible, drawing Vatican into this. Hello? Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Just want to contribute something within a minute.
Please go ahead within a minute.
The first thing is insoni ni umuntu, because why am I saying so? President Hakainde Hichilema in opposition benefited from Dr. Alick Banda by being defended, and he was there standing firm. Now today, because Dr. Alick Banda is against the UPND, everyone is saying no, is being political. I think this is unfair and it is uncalled for.
Mr. Banda, wait a minute, Mr. Banda, I want to ask you, give me a particular incident where Archbishop Dr. Alick Banda issued a statement against Edgar Lungu in the same way that he does to Hakainde Hichilema. Give me one instance where he issued a statement. Give me one instance.
I wouldn't give you, but I will tell you that I remember that when President Hakainde Hichilema was in
this issue that people are talking about, Hakainde Hichilema when he was in prison, the one who was issuing statement, it was Archbishop Teres Fompundu is the one that was issuing statement. Alick Banda never did.
Go on.
Alick Banda never did. He only went with Teres Fompundu when they went to prison, but he never issued a statement. He was not critical to Edgar Lungu as he is now. That's where the political bias is. And no one among the callers has been able to convince me on that point. Me, I'm talking about political bias. I'm talking about political bias. And I've cited, examples. I've cited instances which has led me to say Archbishop Dr. Alick Banda has been more biased towards the PF than the UPND and Hakainde.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you, Vatali?
Fine, thank you.
Straight to the point. The bishop actually is just wasting time. If I were him, he should just hire you forming as a strategist forming a political party. That bishop is political. And the last time I checked, no one has immunity besides the president and MPs. So he doesn't have immunity. He should just show up and let everybody know how that vehicle ended to be registered in his name. Otherwise, he should hire you. You help him. Thank you.
Maybe he can be our alternative presidential candidate, since we are looking for a presidential candidate.
No, he should hire you as his strategist, how he can be a successful politician, because he's just learning now. Yeah. So he needs you.
Thank you. Hello? Hello? Hello, please move away from the other phone that you are using to listen to us. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Good evening, President Tad.
Good evening.
Hapa ni kukongo na vera bwino che kuspeza mu programa yamwe.
Okay.
Yeah, what I can say, va Alick Banda ngati vakonka Yesu bafunika vakonka mastepu yake mumena muudanesi tidaona Yesu anakana upasi wa vintu vamene siyafunika muntu wa Mulungu kupokerera Yesu anakana manje veve vanapokerera bwanji mahayirakia, which means he is not a real Christian. Uyo muntu Alick Banda, if you are talking about Alick Banda, treat him as a cadre free.
Thank you. Thank you. Hello? A theologian from Congo. Hello?
Hello,
good evening.
Yes, okay, let me just straight to the point. Nobody has been able to pinpoint to point where Bishop Alick Banda supplies the Long. I remember properly that during the time of the Long and during the time of Gasset, actually, Archbishop Alick Banda, one of his preachings preached against the claim that you have that is totally now. It's insinuating that was the one who.
My brother, I want to listen to you. Are you maybe it's like you are using maybe headsets or the phone is on loud. Speak normally in the phone so that we can hear you properly.
No, I'm not using anything. I'm just speaking on my phone.
Yeah, but it's difficult. But come again so that I want people to hear your point. There is a feedback. Maybe move away from the phone. Maybe the phone that the other phone. There is a feedback which is distorting your phone. Move away a little bit. You see, there is that distortion.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Okay, go ahead.
So what I'm saying is that nobody is able to pinpoint where Alick Banda himself is. But contrary, there's a time when actually Alick Banda criticized even when he was in the opposite. This is the time of Gasset. I remember properly. That time I was saying I was doing about it. When police saying that you have got blood in your hand, that was the one who was Gasset. So he has been a critic of this even when he was doing the opposite. That's one thing. That's one way. What one people to understand. But he has been a critic even when the guy was.
Okay.
So contrary to that, I know everybody has got people who have, for instance, your next caller is actually Charles Campbell. By the way, I know people just about it's my job. I know everybody. I know most of the people. The way your next caller was Charles Campbell. That's the next one. There are people who are also Alick Banda. So. The people he loves and the people that are that's fine.
Okay, the network has been very difficult for me to hear what that caller was trying to say. It has been I didn't get him clearly, but I think he was saying that there was a time when Alick Banda spoke out when Edgar Lungu was in power. I think it was relating to something like Gasset. I think that's, but I didn't hear him very well. Hello?
Mr. Tayali, good evening.
Good evening.
I want to appreciate the work that you are doing, and I want to tell you that you are a real politician because you are always very transparent. Now, coming to the issue of about Alick Banda, the director of DEC, I'm sure he clearly mentioned that when they gave the summons to his representative, they expected them to take that ceremony privately. Mm-hmm. But when the bishop received that ceremony, he was the one who came out in the public domain to announce it instead of him to go privately. So I don't think the DEC people, there is anything wrong they have done. And the other issue is that I don't understand why all the time the law enforcement, they do their work, then they always talk about the president, which is very, very, very unfortunate. Otherwise, we appreciate the efforts you are doing to sensitize people in Zambia. So keep it on. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sure.
There is a message to say why can't the Vatican remove the Archbishop? Well, the church has got its own way of doing things, and the church does not act, impulsively. No, the church does not act impulsively, especially when you talk about the Vatican. I mean, they follow issues attentively, and they also recognize that, the church is not made of perfect people. There is this emphasis. So the church, the leaders of the church are just human beings like the rest of us. So the church is not so quick, to pass judgment on people. And so sometimes you might see that, no, why is, the Vatican is not acting? It is because they realize that the leadership of the church, or the body of Christ, which is the church, is made of imperfect human beings. And they are quite patient, when dealing with matters. But when it becomes necessary that they should act, they do act. So in this instance, I'm sure the church is looking at these issues closely. And I think, if need be, they will act accordingly. I think that is how I can respond. Hello? Accordingly. I think that is how I can respond. Hello? Please move away from the other phone.
Hello, Mr. Tayali. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, I think the point is what you've stated. You see, just as we have imperfect people in society, so do we have imperfect people in the church. So we should not view our brothers and sisters serving in certain positions in the church to be angels who have no mistakes. We have records stating that some church organizations were even involved in slavery, and they have apologized to that effect. So do we have also a record of church organizations being involved in genocide in Rwanda? Therefore, we should not view these people serving in the church as angels who can never commit a sin. They are human beings. They are bound to make mistakes. And as and when they make mistakes, they should be corrected. So for now, we should just allow and give gratitude to our law enforcement to do their duty and see to what they have to probe as far as this case is concerned. Of course, that goes to say they should not be checked. For us to start stating this and that may be too early. Thank you very much, Chilufya.
Thank you. And I want to wind up on this because I think we have been on this for quite some time. Let me just make a summary of what we have been discussing. From my point of view, I believe that if Archbishop Dr. Alick Banda had a different attitude towards President Hakainde Hichilema and the government, I don't think we would be where we are today. I think Archbishop Banda has somehow made things worse to bring it to where we are. How? He has done this by being politically biased, where he has aligned himself to the Patriotic Front, especially Edgar Lungu, who clearly was his personal friend, and the Patriotic Front, and maybe in general the opposition. He has shown bias. He has shown that he is not happy with the current government. And is not happy with the current government, not because the current government has done 1, 2, 3, 4 issues, because those issues would have been clearly outlined. Instead, what we get are general comments, general attacks on President Hakainde Hichilema and his government. And this has been seen in the way he comes out in his homilies. This has been seen in the way he comes out, in the letters that he writes and circulates on in the media. Of course, doing this has made him look like a politician. And surely, like many callers have really spoken out as well, Alick Banda is perceived like a political rival. He's perceived as a political rival. And he has even strongly come out that he is going to work against the government, because when you say the presidency is playing with fire, when you say this government has become rogue, must be stopped, what do you mean? What do you mean? It is clear that you want, to work, to campaign, to decampaign the government. But when you do that, you invite trouble, because politics is trouble. Politics, anywhere in the world, when you become excessively political and you are not even a politician, you are inviting problems. I strongly believe that this issue would have not reached where it is. I strongly believe that if he had a different attitude, he would have been called quietly, and engaged and see how this matter can be resolved. But he has taken a different angle. He has been coming out in public, trying to win public sympathy, trying to cry a victim of persecution, so that the government can be seen as a bad government. Even this issue of the call-out, this call-out would have been handled quietly, but it was flashed on social media. Why flashing it on social media? Look how many politicians are now speaking, in his defense. This is what he wanted. But how does it help him in this case? He has been quiet. When this issue came up, he should have come out and, in the spirit of transparency, he should have given us the account on how this vehicle was given to him, who gave him this vehicle, how he changed it to his name, and how this vehicle was being used. He should have done that, but he has been quiet. And yet when they call him to say, please come and explain, he wants to cry out victim of persecution because this government of Hakainde Hichilema is a bad government. I don't think this is the right way that we should handle matters. And even at this point in time, if I can say anything, I would say, can the Archbishop really, I don't know how I can say this better, but can he humble himself? Can he humble himself so that this issue can be, analyzed, can be dealt out, can be dealt with properly? The issue of trying to flex muscles will not help. The issue of, trying to listen to these politicians, trying to play politics will not help. The best that would be is to engage government nicely, such that at the end of the day, we don't have a situation where Archbishop Alick Banda is going to be aligned to take plea in the magistrate, to have trial of, an archbishop. Don't think that the deck is bluffing, or they don't know what they are doing for them to call him. No. No, because others want to make it simple. To say, no, it was just a gift. Hey, what about this one? This one received a gift. This one received a gift. Now, I don't think it is that simple. I don't think it's that simple. And how the Archbishop and those around him handle this matter will determine what will follow next. If they go flexing the muscle, using social media, using whatever, it might not end well. It might not end well. It might not end well. That's what I'm saying. This matter, I've looked at this matter. I'm emphasizing. If you play the arrogance, hey, no, the people, hey, whatever, hey, the Catholic Church, hey, you are fighting the Catholic, hey, this is the year of elections. Let me tell you, Hakainde Hichilema is not losing any sleep on his election. Hakainde Hichilema is not losing any sleep on his election. He is not losing any sleep. Archbishop Dr. Alick Banda, on Monday he can be locked up and nothing will happen. Hakainde Hichilema, elections will come, he will still win with a landslide victory. On Monday itself, if you want, I can even say, on Monday, Dr. Alick Banda can be locked up. Nobody will do anything. Nobody will do anything. Nobody. And on Tuesday, we can have elections with Alick Banda in jail. Hakainde Hichilema will still win an election. So if you think you are going to threaten Hakainde Hichilema with elections, Alick Banda will still be in jail. And there will be election and Fred Membe will stand. Fred Membe will get 0. I'm telling you. On Monday, Alick Banda kutiwa walonga. Tuakwata my elections. Even same day in the afternoon. Hakainde Hichilema iminina. Na ba Fred Membe abale supporter. You will get 0, ba Fred Membe. You would never get any votes out of this situation. Because some of you are thinking, no. Hakainde Hichilema, Hakainde Hichilema is clearly guaranteed of winning the next election. There are not two ways about it. No two ways about it. We have, this is 2026. We are already in 2026. We only have a few months in between to have elections. And Hakainde Hichilema is clearly winning. So don't be arrogant and thinking to say, hey, whatever, because this is the statement that was also coming, from the Alick Banda. Like, no, you are facing fire, whatever. No, nothing. Just humble yourselves. That is my advice. Humble yourselves. Don't even go with people. Just go nicely. Muleseka no kuseka. Joke with those people. Engage them nicely. Give them their side of story. If there is something to negotiate, negotiate it. From the bottom of my heart, I wouldn't want to see my Archbishop standing in the magistrate taking plea. No. By all means, let's avoid that. That is my message tonight. My message tonight is that by all means, let's avoid a situation where our Archbishop will have to be lined up in the magistrate court. So please, Napapata, let us not be pompous here. Let us not be arrogant. Let us avoid that situation. Alick Banda, or anyone who is close to him, please, this is my humble plea that let us be humble. Let us see how we can navigate these issues. Even when you are choosing lawyers, don't go with arrogant lawyers. Don't go with arrogant lawyers. Don't go with political lawyers. Alick Banda, wherever you are, please don't go with political lawyers. In the Catholic Church, we have lawyers. I know a number of lawyers. A number of lawyers who are Catholics. Go with those. Don't take political lawyers. Don't take political lawyers. That's my advice. Don't take political lawyers. Go with the, lawyers that can be able to engage. That can be able to engage. Not arrogant lawyers like Makebi Zulu, like Sangwa. Sangwa is a political candidate. He is a presidential candidate. Don't go with Sangwa. Don't go with Makebi Zulu. Go with lawyers that can engage. We in the Catholic Church, we have lawyers. Please pick those lawyers that can go and engage. We don't want you to go to the magistrate. It is embarrassing enough just for you to feature at the magistrate. It is embarrassing enough. Forget about being convicted or being acquitted, because that will come 3 years from now. But by the very fact that you'll be lined up there going Kuma trial, it's embarrassing enough. It's embarrassing enough. I don't want to see my Archbishop in the dock. No. Please, na papa. That is my plea. I mean, those are young people. Those are political juvenile. My friend member is a frustrated man. He's a frustrated man. Don't listen to this kind of people. Don't listen to this kind of people. Sangwa is power hungry. Don't go with such people. Go with people that can be listened to. That is my advice to my Archbishop. That is my advice. I will repeat, even your attitude. I'm not saying that the Archbishop should not comment on national matters. No, he should. I'm not saying the Archbishop should not advocate for the people. He should. But the attitude, the language, why always write these secular letters and throw them in the media, I mean, I'm sure the president would not refuse to engage you if you picked up a phone or if you send an emissary to say, please, I want to see the president. I don't think he would refuse. But this attitude of always writing things, throw them in the media, throw them in the media. No, that is not a good attitude. There are times when you can engage the president. Why write an open letter? Why not go to him and close the doors and engage him? You can do that. You can do that. There have been differences, but you can do it. If I can do it, me, even a politician, and as small as I am, if I can do it, if I can engage President Hakainde Hichilema quietly, and I don't even bring it to social media, why can't you do it as an Archbishop? Why can't you do it? I'm really saying it. If me, as Chilufya Tayali, small as I am, a politician, I can be able to engage the government quietly and don't bring it on social media to say, hey, tuachirandefi. Why can't the Archbishop do it? Why can't the Archbishop do it? The Archbishop can do that. The Archbishop can do that, and it is not too late. Please engage in that direction. Go that direction. Much the flex some muscles cricket. That case may not be so good. That case, it may not be so good. It may not be so good. It may end badly. Please take a humble position. That is my submission for tonight. Thank you very much for following my program, and for those of you that called in, that participated, I'm very grateful. I've also seen that YouTube today has got a good viewership. I am also on TikTok, Chilutaya. So please, follow me there as well. Subscribe there. I want numbers there. I want to grow, my social media footprint. Not to embarrass people, but to engage. Not to insult Hakainde Hichilema, but to give views that he can appreciate, that those people in government can appreciate. I'm not going to accept everything that the government is doing. No. Where they are wrong, I will definitely criticize them. But I have to do it, in a manner that at the end of the day, I can win souls and not lose them. That is my approach, especially in 2026. Thank you very much. May God bless all of you, and may God bless our country, Zambia. Good night and good morning. I know some of you are watching it's good morning. So good morning and bye for now. So follow me per TikTok now. Follow me per TikTok. Oh, at per TikTok. Per YouTube.